Welcome to the Fishy podcast. My name is Mackerel, and one of these days I might actually work on that intro and make a better one. But this is what you get for now. This is what you get for now. Jesus Christ, I'm actually fidgeting around. Shit. Facebook is actually giving me fucking messages and shit. Anyway, so this would be the first podcast of this series of podcasts. Series session. I'm not really sure. So this will be my first podcast for one of many to come, I guess. Hopefully, it works everything in favor. If everything works in favor, then I'm probably I can work with that. And it's 2017, people. If you guys haven't realized it yet, lah. It's already the 1st of February, so it's already on the second month. Holy shit, that's fucking scary, isn't it? Now we got like fucking 11 months to go till the year ends, and we get like a year older. Time moves so freaking fast. It's so unpredictable right now. It is predictable, of course. Oh my god, Mackie, you fucking idiot. I'm saying it's so fast to the point that you don't really see it going after a while. You're too busy with yourself, your life and stuff and everything, to the point that after a while you realize, holy shit, it's already March. And then it's April, May, June, July, and then when it reaches to the point where they start putting up Christmas ornaments, that's when you know it's fucking December. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, basically that's man, is it because the world is revolving way faster than it should? Maybe it is lah. We will never know. Maybe a year from 365 days, it turns out to be 280 days. It's a fucking stupid thing to say lah, but I don't really know anymore, an hour seems really fast this time, Anyway, I want to talk about a couple of things, since this is my trial podcast. It's a first time kind of thing, so I'm gonna really test out the waters for a bit, and let's see if you guys actually like the type of shit that I talk about. So I'm gonna really talk about random fucking stuff for now, but I was actually planning on talking random stuff, but something actually popped up, and I decided, why not just pop out in the podcast. I actually recorded another one before this one, and that one was about me talking about the type of relationships that I've been having and stuff, and that didn't turn out too well. So I was thinking, fuck it, I'm gonna really talk about real shit. The ones I was talking about before, those were real shit too lah. I'm talking about whatever that's happening right now. I was just checking through the internet today meaning fucking 12:40 p.m. 1st of February 2017. I was just checking about it. I was just checking around the internet, and I was looking through, and then one of my friends kind of tagged me up on this video about this lady. Her name is I don't know how do I actually pronounce her name lah, but holy shit, her name actually starts with an X, so it's Sandria Oi. I'm pretty sure. I hope I said it correctly. Is that a fucking I? Is that an I? I hope it's an I. Yeah, it's an I. So it's Sandria Oi. So I was just checking out to her video, and she posted a new video yesterday at around 6 a.m. my time. I hope it is. Yeah. Yesterday at 6 a.m. on her page, saying, "Dear Mr. Trump." And then this is my reaction to, it's actually her reaction to Donald Trump's Muslim ban. Please share it if you feel the same. X. So basically a hug. I'm not really sure what an X actually, XOXO bullshit. That hugs and kisses thing. Women have a way to use these letters in a way that they want. I could never understand it lah. IDK, BRB, TTYL and all that. Anyway, so yeah, I use it too. Okay, so yeah. So so I was watching this video and I go like, there's a lot of things that actually she missed out. I mean, just based on her, someone is messaging me, shit, get out of here. I thought you were going to eat, okay. Anyway, coming back. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I thought on her basis itself, like, when she posted the video, you can see on her description, it says like, this is my reaction to Donald Trump's Muslim ban. As far as I'm told, I am not really sure lah. Okay, I mean, I've checked myself. Of course, I've did my own research and shit, but Donald Trump didn't really ban Muslims. I mean, the ban that actually Donald Trump put out wasn't a Muslim ban at all. It isn't. It really isn't. Like, I can actually literally go check it up online and let you guys, like, put up a post on, like, my, description section or whatever. But I can actually check it up and let you guys know that the original executive order, right? Let me just, real quick. I'll just go to the internet. It's loading. Yep. The original executive order, the Trump's executive orders, they are not fucking legislations or laws, laws. They're just executive orders. This is just one of those orders. So the order, there's like a lot of orders, basically I think about like 11 or 12, I guess. I'm not really sure. I gotta count one by one to actually make sure whether I'm saying it correctly or not. So yeah, Trump's executive order, the fourth one though, it says an executive order imposing a 120-day suspension of the refugee program and a 90-day ban on travel to the US from citizens of 7 terror hotspots: Iraq, Iran, Syria, Libya, Yemen, Somalia, is it? That's how you say it? Okay. And Sudan. So basically all these 7 countries cannot enter in the US. And you can't even actually go to these countries too, I guess. I'm pretty sure. You cannot travel to the US. Oh no, it's only a to travel. So it's not a from. Okay, so that means these countries cannot travel. I mean, the citizens from these countries, 7 terror hotspots, cannot travel to the US. It's a 90-day ban. So I don't know. I haven't read anything that's even remotely close to even insinuating the word Islamic or Muslim over there in that executive order. So I don't know. I'm a little bit confused here. This is the list that when Trump took it out the first time when he written down an executive order, everyone was pretty mad at Trump and go like, oh my god, you're not supposed to actually do that. It's not about unity and everything. And people I don't know, when the media actually took out the story itself, they start to twist it in a way that it started insinuating that Trump was actually anti-Muslim and he is actually trying to ban all the other Muslims to come in to his country. But that's not really the case, is it? If you actually read out the executive order actually reads out to say that he bans these 7 terror hotspots to enter to the country. These terror hotspots, citizens from these terror hotspots to enter to the country, which is, USA. Which, people don't really understand it because people go like, so what? You're all of a sudden anti-Muslim now and everything. You don't want to actually enter. No, Trump is not anti-Muslim. If you were to, my friend said it better, I guess. If you are a Muslim in like fucking Malaysia, Singapore, like fucking Indonesia, Bangladesh, India, you can actually enter the US. You're not banned from that entirely, of course. Not at all. I don't know why people taking it like it's a big deal. Like, it is a big deal, of course. I don't know. What am I saying such a... I sound like a fucking idiot. Of course it's a big deal. But I'm saying that it has become to the point that they have over-exaggerated the whole point of this ban. Like, the US isn't trying to be anti-Muslim. Even Trump himself put up a statement. I think he gave it to Fox News or what, and everything. The last time that I checked, statement saying that, you know, he's not anti-Muslim. He loves the people of this country, and he wants to unite. Not this country. I mean, his country, of course. You know, the U.S. And he just wants to unite everybody in a way that is way more safer and stuff. So he's just looking out for the Americans because he didn't want like all these terrorists coming in, like destroying his country entirely. Like, you know, there's a lot of terrorist cases been happening just last year itself. And you want that same type of shit happen in America? If I were to be, like, if I had a choice, like in Malaysia itself, and if there were like fucking terrorists roaming around and shit, I mean, if there weren't anyway in Malaysia, I'm saying, like, if there were like more coming in, and if I have a way to prevent it temporarily, I will probably do it. I will probably ban these countries from entering. Ban these countries for having their citizens to enter my country. I'll probably tell them, okay, hey, chill for a bit. I'm going to ban you for like a temporary ban, about 90 days. I go like, okay, I ban for a bit. After I've got my shit together, like my internal security all nicely ngam and everything, then after that, I'll let you in lah. It's not a fucking big deal. I'm not trying to run you over the fucking bridge or what. No, I'm not trying to say that, okay, you're banned forever for good and all this shit. It's temporary ban. It's fucking 3 months. You're not going to even notice it. After a while, you start wondering why. You will know in the future why America did this in the first place. Sure, it does sound like a really long time, like, 3 months. And I'm also going to point out the refugee ban in a bit. Yeah, sure, like 3 months would be sounding to be like a long time, like, oh, holy shit, I'm going to ban us for 3 months and stuff. Well, America's internal security is fucking bad. It is fairly bad, lah. It's not as bad as us, but I'm saying it's, for a power country, it's actually pretty bad. And they are trying to fix their shit. They're trying to get it over with and everything. And I'm speaking in the most layman term possible. I'm trying to really reach to you guys in a way that is way better for everybody. I'm not trying to really give you facts and statistics or what. It's purely what I've learned and read myself. So I guess some of it is just it's just one of those things I actually learned it and I understand it, and I'm giving you my version of it. What I really understand from what I said. If you guys really want to research yourself, if you guys really want to know anyway, okay, instead of making videos like this Sandra Oi. Sandria Oi, yeah, fuck you. What kind of name is that? Put an S lah. Why the fuck do you have an X there? Anyway, instead of making videos like this, go ahead and do your research. Go to fucking Google and search it yourself. What did Trump actually ban? What was the actual original statement? What was his purpose? Why did he ban these countries? And coming back to the point, these 7 countries were originally listed by Obama. By freaking Obama. These 7 countries were originally listed by Obama. Obama listed these countries and said, okay, you know what, these were the terror hotspots and everything that we actually, our intel suggested that we actually get to take a look on and everything and put it as high priority and get our shit together lah from there. And Trump's like, okay, alright, fine, I'm gonna put these 7 countries lah. Since these were the terror hotspots that the Obama administration has already assembled themselves, like, okay, these are the things, our intel suggests that these 7 countries are, fucked. So he put out a temporary ban, and all of a sudden everybody just loses their shit. Like, holy shit, it's against you guys are anti-Muslim, anti-American, lah, this, that, and everything. And even the Malaysians are going berserk and everything. Go like, oh, is that? Holy shit. We're not trying to be discriminative. It's a temporary ban. I mean, he's not trying to be discriminative. It's a temporary ban. It's after a while, after 90 days, pretty much, I'm pretty sure that he's going to lift out the ban and he's going to go like, give out his speech and say like, okay, we've managed to settle our things over here. We've managed to like stop this, that, and everything. I'm still waiting for the wall though, Trump. I want to see how the wall is going to look like. I can't wait for that. I'm going to talk about the refugees though, the refugee crisis. Yeah, I'll give you a bone lah, okay? People out there, I'll give you this. 120-day ban is just too much, okay? They're refugees, okay? The actual refugees lah, of course. These guys, they come from a different country. They are fucking struggling to find a place to live, basically. So I'll give you that. It hurts to see. Okay, I'm not cold. I'm not fucking. I don't have a heart that's fucking stone cold hard. Okay, I have a soft heart too. I am a little bit considerate when it comes to shit like this. Okay, it pains me to see like family members that I've seen a grown man. A father of like. A family of 3, I guess. Yeah. This guy was speaking with CNN. He was like fucking crying and stuff. It's like, why ban me? I want to enter country. It's hard. We come and escape is very hard for me. Family, saying shit like that. Like, he can't even speak a lick of English, even if his life depended on it. But I guess the point remains that, sedih lah tengok macam ni, benda macam ni. It's hurtful to see shit like this. But I guess these things need to happen because of the imminent threat. I think people don't realize it at all. But, like some of these terrorists are actually masking themselves as refugees, seeking refuge in America because they can give their intel to their commanding officers on ISIS. Okay. I mean, these guys, it actually happened before. They mask themselves as refugees. They go inside like countries in Europe and then they, do some nasty shit. I'm not going to explain it everything. I'm not going to really point out one by one. La. I'm not going to give you fucking statistics because that's going to really take time. Okay. You guys do your own research. It's basically what I've heard from the research that I've done. And yeah, it is pretty depressing when Trump put out the ban and everything. These refugees need a place to stay. But at the same time, I've read this article from this guy, this Malaysian guy. He put up and say, siapa sepatutnya jaga pelarian, Trump atau negara Islam? So I'm like, yeah, in my opinion, of course, the Islamic countries have to actually look out for the Islamic citizens lah. What happened to the Islamic Brotherhood and all that? I'm just speaking from what I know. Okay. These Muslims need our help, of course. Okay. They need every hand they can get. Okay. Every helping hand they can get, basically. They need the help they can get. Okay. But basically, I don't know if, personally speaking, even if America didn't lend their hands, there are a lot of other countries out there that could actually come in and help them out. Okay. America cannot be whole, responsible, or even obligated to help these countries. Yes, it's a fair statement to say that America has mixed their hands in the in the pot before when it comes to wars in Afghanistan, Iraq, fucking Benghazi. Yes, America has create a lot of messes over there. And somehow they hold that sort of responsibility lah. Like, I guess it's one of those guilt trip things. But all I'm saying is they're definitely not obligated to help them out. There are a lot of countries. Saudi Arabia. Why no one is actually shouting at Saudi Arabia? They are not opening their doors. Two wrongs doesn't make a right. Yeah, of course. I agree. But America has a justified reason why he does these things. Because they have reason to believe, based on their intel, that if they are like terrorists masking themselves as refugees amongst these refugees. So even if there was like a 1% of terrorists amongst these refugees, there is something to be alarmed for. Like it is shocking to see shit like that. I'll be alarmed if I were to bring in like a group of my friends. There were like 100 friends and everything, and I know at least one of them could be a fucking murderer. I won't bring them. I won't bring the whole lot to my party. I'm not crazy. Like if I were to bring a whole lot, I know like one fella is one, he has a bomb in him. Okay? From amongst the 100 people that I'm bringing, at least one fella has a bomb in him. Would I bring him to my party? Like if I'm calling out my friends and everything, come to my house and everything, one fella has a bomb for some apparent reason lah. Let's be, it's not a realistic, how do you say, situation or, But I'm just saying, you can complain all you want, but he's getting his job done. America, Trump has a president. America has a president that actually gives a shit about getting into working on his promises. And you can say whatever you want, but that's one of those things where you can actually follow by, These are the types of things these are the type of traits that you can actually borrow from, and then use it for your future stuff lah, for your lifestyle. And it's pretty silly when people come and talk about shit like this, like you gotta be compassionate and stuff. There's a lot of people, refugees. Yeah, I understand that. There's a lot of refugees out there. Based on what they say lah, they go like, there's a lot of refugees. They they are losing their lives lah, and then they are like, families, they need to feed their families, and they are alone out there. We need to help them and all that. And I think, all right, fine, we can help them. Why don't you start lending a helping hand? Go ahead and tell the Malaysian administrator to open up their arms for the refugees. You know what will happen if all these refugees were to come to Malaysia? You want this country to turn into an Islamic country? Do you want that? If it weren't Islamic enough lah. Do you want that? If you do, then go ahead, by all means. Because Europe did the same thing. UK did the same fucking mistake, and look what happened to them. I'm not trying to say shit lah to these refugees lah, because of course they're human beings. I love human beings. Team human always. I give a shit about them. If they are nice people, I will actually bring to my house. But I don't know. Based on what I've seen in the media, and also based on the experiences that I've heard from a lot of my friends over there, they have a hard time to assimilate with the culture of the country that they are in. They have a real hard time to assimilate themselves with their culture. And I don't know, like I can't really say anything. I'm actually pretty annoyed by it, because a lot of people out there, they still don't seem to understand that this is actually a temporary ban. Only for a certain time, time. Fuck me, man. I'm actually stuttering I can't even say the words properly. I'm saying like it's for a while lah. After a while, it's gonna They go like, okay, fine, 90 days done already. All you fuckers want to come in lah. I'm lah, I will fucking give you coffee and shit. And Starbucks has this dumb idea to bring in like, oh, no man, I will go. And bring in like 10,000 refugees to work in Starbucks. It's fine. That's a noble thing to do. Really, it is. But there are like a lot of homeless people in your country, in America, that could probably use that job. Think about your nation's people first, lah. That's all I can say. Okay, it's a terrible world out there. I'm sorry. You have to look out for yourself. Okay, I'm sorry. It's just how the way we are living in, and probably I'm speaking from a very privileged point of view because I have a house by myself. I have food on the table and stuff like that, and all that. Talking about that sort of privilege. For me to confidently talk like that, but I am fairly certain if the tables were turned, and if I read the same books that I've read right now, or if I got the same type of information that I got right now, I'll probably have the same type of ideas and sets of beliefs that I think could help me in the future. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Like, people, don't get yourself wrapped up with this bullshit. It's a temporary ban. 90 days. That's basically it. Then after that, these countries, what did I say earlier? Like these countries, I can't really remember. These countries, Iraq, Iran, Syria, Libya, Yemen, Somalia, Sudan. Okay, these countries can just fucking chill. And come in and go like, oh, thanks, 90 days and everything. And by then, I'm pretty sure US have fortified their internal security better than what it is previously. So that we don't need to have another one of those crises of the shootouts in that gay bar. We don't need that. We don't need people dying anymore. I mean, we don't want people dying anymore. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm so sorry. And then if you guys value like the lives of them, then you should really give a shit about this. This would change a lot of things, I promise you. The 120-day ban, I'll give you that. Okay, 4 months, 369, 4 months. For the refugee ban program, suspension on the refugee program, it's fucking ridiculous. It's probably I probably like it if it's like around like 2 months or so. But I guess they just need some time. That's basically it. I guess a lot of people need to get themselves a little bit educated. At least go and follow these news organizations lah. Okay, you see how the pattern of how they post their shit and everything. Follow, go ahead and check out Free Malaysia Today, Malaysia Kini. Go and check out Awani, and you put the how do you go? Fuck, the dog is actually screaming out over there. It's fucking annoying, I honestly feel like killing the dog, really. I can't handle this. When the dog just barks on something that's fucking like an inanimate object. Fucking shut up. Okay, yeah. I mean, you click on the page and then you go to the following part here, and then you go to put it like see first on your news feed, and then you check the pattern of how these news organizations are posting, like Fox News, CNN, Al Jazeera. You check their pattern, and you know how they are actually bending the news, or they are favoring it towards to fit their rhetoric. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, basically that's it. And that will be the end of the podcast. Just let me know if you guys need me to improve in anything, this is my first podcast, so I'm probably need to work on a lot of things. I'll tell you what's my plan in the future. I'll probably make it a little bit way more scripted than it is right now over here. I'll probably write down like a couple of things that I want to talk about and everything, like points, and then work with it. It's not scripted, like basically I'm gonna write down like a couple of list of things that I'm ready to talk about, then put like points and stuff, and then talk about it. And then I'm gonna set up like one of those, I don't know. I'm gonna set up something like a separate interface, I guess, or buy a new interface altogether with the mixer, so that I can work on a way that I could pick up calls, so that you guys can call in to the podcast and let me know what you guys are up for and stuff. So yep, just let me know what's up, and yep. See you next week, I guess. Today is Thursday. Is it Thursday? It's Wednesday. I'm sorry. You see, today is Wednesday, 1st of February 2017. I guess I might be posting it every Monday, or if you guys prefer it every Wednesday, just let me know. Please leave your comments on this particular post, and I might probably post it also on Facebook. But I'm posting it on SoundCloud, and I'm sharing the link on Facebook lah. So, but just comment it on the Facebook link, and then later on, I might probably open up a Facebook page dedicated to this, and then work on that. Thank you, and have a good day. Cheers, and stay awesome.